Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and this is going to be my review for The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode... what was this? Episode 15? Yeah, no, Episode 14, The Grove, and... oh my god, guys, this episode... ugh, it was so emotional. It really was. I mean, the finale was emotional, and then they gave us a few episodes to kind of overcome that, and now we're back to being emotional again. And I almost cried during this episode. I'm gonna admit that. I almost cried during it. It was a really hard episode to watch. I wanted to review The Walking Dead before Once Upon a Time for you guys, because I'm thinking about The Walking Dead so much, and it was just such an effective episode tonight. And I thought they did a really great job with this episode, definitely. And it also was a great message of, you know, I really love some of the scenes in this episode. It was really, really great. Let's just get to the episode, though. So, basically, this episode focused on Carol, Tyreese, Mika, Lizzie, and Judith, that group. Which I really like that group from, you know, seeing them in Inmates. I really was looking forward to seeing where they were going to go from here. And we got to see in this episode. So, we first see this weird pot with this weird music playing in the background, a pot of tea boiling, and we see a little girl playing outside with a walker. Now, we don't know who it is at this point. You know, I didn't really know what this was going to show. By the end of the episode, we know what they're talking about. So we now see Lizzie and Carol, and Carol tells her to sleep. Lizzie says she knows that she is able to help, and Lizzie asks if there will be kids at Terminus. Carol says there might be, and Carol says there will be if people like Tyreese kept them safe. So Lizzie says that she saved Tyreese by shooting and killing people. And Lizzie asks about Carol's kid, and Carol mentions that she misses her every day. And Lizzie asks if Carol would miss her, and Carol says that she has to go look after her sister since she will need help tomorrow. Carol at this point is just terrified of Lizzie. Everyone is terrified of Lizzie at this point. You know, Lizzie hugs Carol and goes over. Tyreese is talking in his sleep. Lizzie finds some tree sap. Carol takes it on a knife and puts it on Tyrese's wound on his arm. And Tyreese questions when they will find Terminus, and Carol says it could take days, since they haven't seen another sign lately. And Tyreese says that Lizzie is strong, but Carol mentions she has no idea what the difference between people and walkers are. You know, Lizzie at this point is just very confused, very fucked up in the head. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Lizzie. Lizzie, honestly, this episode, she was fucked up in the head. I don't know who did this to her, but she was completely fucked up, and I don't know what happened. So they're all walking down the railroad, and Carol says she smells something like a fire burning, and Carol then mentions they need water. So Tyreese says he will help her, and she says no. She instead takes Mika to go with her, and there's a walker coming down the railroad, and Tyreese takes out his hammer, starts walking over to it, falls down. Tyreese goes to smash its head. Lizzie says they don't need to kill it. Lizzie at this point just doesn't want to kill walkers. It's really, it's crazy that she doesn't want to kill walkers. Carol talks to Mika, and I really like this scene here, you know, with Mika, because she was talking to Tyreese before about Lizzie and Mika, and Tyreese says, is Mika better than Lizzie? And she said, no, she just was worse, because what we see is that Mika is the complete opposite of Lizzie. She's a very innocent creature. She wouldn't really hurt anyone. She's really just a normal kid who is terrified and wouldn't hurt anybody, you know. It's just, it's big to see, you know. That was definitely a really great scene. We got this great conversation between Carol and Mika. I really enjoyed it. Carol talks to Mika and says that she's cute and sweet, and Mika says she can run, and that's enough for her to survive, and Carol told her that she has to learn to toughen up, and Mika says she can kill walkers, but it's too hard to kill people. She doesn't want to kill people, and Carol told her that she has to learn, you know, Carol says that she needs to fight people like the ones that killed their friends at the prison. And Mika says she's sorry for those people since they might not have been like that at first. And you know what? I actually sided with her on this. You know, I understand what Mika's trying to say. Mika basically is one of those people who see the good in everyone. That's who Mika is. Mika sees the good in everyone. Carol kind of sees the bad in everyone. Carol, you know, knows what she's doing. She does things for the right reasons. Mika, though, she sees the good in everyone, and that's exactly what she was doing here. She was seeing the good in everyone, and it was honestly really, really sad in this scene. I didn't, you know, it was definitely a pretty big scene, and I didn't know where this was going to go. So now they're all together. Carol finds a place to stay at for a bit. They all see smoke in the air. Tyreese and Carol go inside the house to clear. And Mika and Lizzie are sitting outside and they're told not to move at all. So Mika tells Lizzie they will be okay. And Lizzie says the walkers are people. A walker comes to attack them. Mika shoots it in the chest and in the head. And then Lizzie is scared and Carol says that she really did it. And Carol's actually very happy with Mika that she did it, you know, because Mika got over her fear. And Carol asks Lizzie why she's crying. Lizzie doesn't mention, you know, it, and she walks off. You know, Lizzie's just a wreck this entire episode. I don't know what she was doing this episode. But she was a total wreck all episode, honestly. It was nuts, the way this was going. The way this was going so far, I didn't know, you know, what was gonna happen. So then what happens is, Mika tells, that's basically, what happened there. So Mika tells Lizzie that they will be okay, and Lizzie says the walkers, I already read this. So inside the house, Carol asks if Lizzie is upset. Lizzie says she is, and Mika gives a doll in the house, and Mika's upset because her and Lizzie had just gotten into a fight, and Mika thinks this is her fault that she's crying. You know, Mika's just an innocent, sweet little girl. I mean, I felt so bad for her. Why did she have to live with such a sociopath? Seriously, Lizzie became a sociopath, and do I like the writing they did with her character? Yes, I do. And partially that is Carol's fault. You know, Carol kind of, I'm not saying that, you know, this is all Carol's fault. No, definitely, Lizzie didn't have to do half the shit that she did. But Carol kind of got her involved with this. You know, Carol told her what to do and things like that, and Carol kind of took her under her wing. And that's why Lizzie became this way, because she didn't have Carol, so by not having Carol, she went batshit. That's what happened to Lizzie. She just went batshit. And, so Mika says that they should live in this house. They find this house, and Mika says they should live in this house. And in the morning, Carol's putting on some hot water to boil. She hears someone outside laughing, and that's the scene that we got in the beginning of the episode. It was Lizzie running around with a walker. And, Carol tells Lizzie to get away from it, stabs in the face. Lizzie says that it was her friend and was going to lead her away. And Lizzie tells her that she doesn't understand anything. And Carol tells Lizzie to stop. Lizzie keeps yelling at her that she killed her friend. And I thought that honestly was an amazing scene, the way that was working. Lizzie's just like screaming at the top of her lungs. She's like, no, you killed my friend. No, 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 no. And she's just like screaming at Carol. It was a huge scene, definitely. I really thought that was a great scene because we got to see, you know, what Lizzie was feeling in that scene. It was really a great scene, though. Carol's walking in the forest, though, with Mika, and she says that the black smoke means that the house is still burning. So Mika mentions she loves science but hated to cut worms. So Carol mentions that Lizzie is stronger, but is much stronger than Lizzie. So Carol finds a deer and tells Mika to shoot it. Now, Mika can't do it and walks away. So Tyreese mentions to Carol that Mika might be right and that they can live at this house. So then Tyreese mentions that the kids are young and that they can take care of them together. And Mika goes looking for Lizzie, who's going out to the forest. Mika starts running after her, finds Lizzie feeding a walker a mouse, and Mika says that the walkers are bad and they can't pretend anymore. Lizzie says that she can hear them. And then Mika tells her that they want to kill her. You know, basically she's basically telling Lizzie, Lizzie, you know, it's so in her way of saying, Lizzie, you're batshit crazy. You need to stop this stupid shit now or else they are going to kill you. And Lizzie does not listen to her. Lizzie says they only want her to change and puts her in near the walker. She's basically ready to give herself up and change. I'm like, Lizzie, in the scene, I'm like, Lizzie, what the fuck are you doing? I didn't understand what she was doing here. I was just like, what are you doing? But Mika takes Lizzie's hand and then starts running, calling for Carol. Carol and Tyreese drop the water, chase after them. A walker grabs Mika. Carol shoots the walkers in the face. Tyreese joins in and with Carol starts shooting the walkers. Lizzie and Mika also pull out their guns and shoot them too. After the walkers are killed, Carol hugs Lizzie. So then Carol and Tyreese return to the house and find that, and here we get probably the most shocking scene of the episode. I did not expect this to happen at all. Well, I expect it to happen, but not this early. I expect this not to happen until, like, the finale. We see Lizzie. She has a bloody knife in her hand. And you guessed it. She killed Mika. She killed Mika right in front of Judith. And Lizzie tells Carol that she will believe her now when she did this because she wanted to prove the point that, you know, oh, you know, Mika will turn and everything is going to be okay. That's what she was trying to do. She was just trying to prove that walkers are humans too. Now, I get where she is coming from with that, but she's going way too extreme, definitely. Lizzie then says that she was going to do it to Judith anyway, and Lizzie pulls a gun on Carol, and who then tells her to hand it over, and she does. Carol tells Lizzie to go with Tyreese and take Judith away. Tyreese picks up Judith, takes Lizzie with her back to the house, and Carol stays behind with Mika's corpse. Carol breaks down crying. You know, she's hysterically crying at this point. So then we get the end of the episode, which was just so sad. Honestly, at this point, the episode became really sad. Tyreese is holding Judith in the house, mentions clearing out Lizzie's room full of weapons. He mentions that Lizzie has a shoebox full of mice and confirms she was feeding the walkers at the prison. So she was the one that was feeding the walkers. We found that out in this episode. I was happy that we did find that out because they never really went back to that. So now I pretty much figured it was Lizzie, but, you know, I pretty much figured it was Lizzie, but they confirmed in this episode finally. So Tyreese mentions finding a rabbit pulled apart and nailed to a board and that Lizzie says was having fun. Tyreese thought that she could have killed Karen and David, and Carol mentions that Lizzie would have let them be walkers, and Tyreese asks what to do. Carol mentioned she could leave with Lizzie since she can't be around other people, and I thought that's what they were going to do. I thought they were going to abandon Lizzie, but that's not what they do. They didn't end up abandoning Lizzie. Carol takes Lizzie out. Instead, Carol takes Lizzie out and says they should pick wildflowers together for Mika when she comes back. And Lizzie says that Carol knows everything and mentions she doesn't. Lizzie gets upset, asks if Carol's mad, and Lizzie says she was sorry for pointing her gun at Carol, and Carol says she knows. So, again, Lizzie's hysterically crying here, just not knowing what she's doing. And Lizzie starts saying she's sorry over and over again. You know, she's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset. And you can see Carol has this look on her face like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to do something I'm going to regret. And Carol says she loves Lizzie and that everything works out the way it's supposed to. And we have this really dramatic music playing behind it. Really amazing scene here, by the way. Really great scene from Melissa McBride. Amazing performance from her in this episode. Carol tells Lizzie to look at the flowers, and as soon as she does that, she points a gun right behind Lizzie's head, and she shoots Lizzie in the back of the head. And honestly, I think she did the right thing. As bad as that sounds, Lizzie had to die. Lizzie was fucked up in the head. Lizzie did not know what she was thinking, and if Carol had not killed Lizzie, Lizzie would have killed Carol and Tyreese, and then Lizzie would have killed basically everyone else in the group, because that's how crazy Lizzie was. And again, Carol realizes, you know, here's where Carol realizes something. You know, she realizes that Tyreese has watched it all, and she realizes that, you know, we could see the whole episode. She wanted to tell Tyreese that she killed Karen and David. And she goes back to the house, and there are 2 graves dug for Lizzie and Mika, and she decides to tell him that she killed Karen and David. And I did not know what Tyreese was going to do here. Surprisingly, though, because of everything that's happened, Tyreese tells her that, you know, she tells her she wanted to stop the illness and everything, and Tyreese gets really angry and upset, you know, and he asks if Karen was scared at all, and Carol says it was quick and painless. He takes the gun, Carol repeats for him to do what he must, and Tyreese lets go of the gun, and he tells Carol that he forgives her, but he will never forget that she did it. He believes that it's a part of her now, but again, Tyreese once again says that he does forgive her, which I like seeing. I like seeing that he said he did forgive her. And it was nice to see kind of a wrap-up to that storyline, you know. I do think this is going to come back to eventually bite her in the ass, but it's not right now. However, it's eventually going to come back to bite her in the ass, and it's not going to be good. I was just very surprised that Tyreese wasn't mad at her. I was surprised at that. Then Carol thanks him. Tyreese says they don't need to stay here, and that they can't. They leave the house with Judith, who is the only person they have left, because, you know, Mika and Lizzie are both dead. And they are back on the railroad, and they're headed to Terminus. And that is the way this episode ends, and I gotta say, it was such an amazing episode. I almost cried at the end of this episode. It was such a powerful episode. This was by far the best episode, one of the best episodes of the season by far. Amazing performances in this episode. Did Carol make the right decision in killing Lizzie? What would you have done in that situation? Is this whole Carol killing Karen and David thing going to come back to bite her in the ass eventually? I think it will. I think this is not the end we're going to hear that. But that's it for my that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be my review for Once Upon a Time. So, see you then. Bye.